Funny thing is, like maybe the patterns were always there. I just didn't know how to see them yet. I lived in honors housing. I lived in a football stadium. And somehow, I still felt stuck in math. I walked this campus every day, trying to keep up, trying to understand. But there were moments where it just didn't click. And when that feeling stays with you long enough, you start wondering if maybe you're just not good at it. This is Taylor Tower, honors housing. On paper, everything looked right. But I remember nights in that room, staring at the same problem for way too long, thinking, why does everyone else seem to understand this except me? And that feeling is frustrating, because you know you're trying, but it still doesn't make sense. Right across the street was the food commons, Rainy Commons. Most days it was just grab food, check the time, head to class. Didn't realize it then, but even that was math. Time, scheduling, decisions, trying to fit everything into one day. Every day felt planned down to the minute. Classes, homework, studying, and somehow still feeling behind. Ohio State engineering buildings. This is where it hit the hardest. Math stopped feeling fun. It started feeling heavy. Like no matter how long I stared at a problem, I still couldn't see what everyone else seemed to see immediately. But the classroom wasn't where the pressure ended. It followed me here. Barnes & Noble at Ohio State University. But then, it was Long's bookstore. And every semester started the same way. Walk in, find the books, look at the prices. I still remember picking up one textbook, turning it over, seeing the price, and just standing there thinking, there's absolutely no way this costs that much. Hundreds of dollars for one class. At the time, it just felt stressful. But looking back, that was math too, cost, trade-offs, value. I thought math only existed in homework. Turns out it was everywhere. Since then, this building changed more than my major, Arps Hall, home of Ohio State's College of Education. This is where I earned my teaching degree. And somewhere along the way, something changed. I stopped trying to memorize everything and started looking for patterns instead. The oval. I used to cut straight across here every day. Didn't think about it. Now I realize I was choosing the shortest path. That's math. Simple. I just wasn't seeing it yet. I kept searching for answers. I still struggled to find them in my textbooks. William Oxley Thompson Memorial Library. I spent hours in here, sometimes productive, sometimes just staring at the same page, losing track of time. Back then, I was still figuring it out. Now I see it differently. Time is math too, how long I spend, what I prioritize, when to keep going, and when to step away. Mirror Lake. I used to come here when I needed a break. Everything felt quieter here. Now I notice symmetry in the reflection, patterns in the water, angles in the light. Even when I thought I was escaping math, I was still surrounded by it. And then there's the Ohio Stadium housing. Inside a stadium. I lived here. Kinda wild though. Imagine living inside a stadium and hearing game day from your room. Some Saturdays, I didn't even need to leave my room to feel it. The crowd, the energy, the noise echoing through the building. And still, I felt stuck inside something built on precision, structure, calculation, and I still couldn't see the pattern yet. In hindsight, nothing around me was random. I just couldn't see it clearly at the time. And honestly, the patterns were always there. In the houses I grew up in, the classrooms I sat in, the schools where I first learned numbers. Before math ever started feeling complicated. Those days, I thought math was just worksheets and homework. I didn't realize it was shaping the way I saw the world. Because now, math feels completely different to me. I don't see a page full of numbers anymore. I see patterns. Because once you see the patterns, you start seeing them everywhere. That's exactly why I created Why Math is Fun. Because math isn't about being perfect. It's about finally seeing what was there all along. If you've ever felt stuck in math, it doesn't mean you're bad at it. It just means you haven't seen the pattern yet. And once you do, that's when math becomes fun.